From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air and into a sea of red. We're underway in Kansas City.
What my charge is? I know you done stole it. They was in the living room.
You know. This one.
I don't know if that's his one though. You
know what I'm gonna say? Oh, okay. What?
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got him jumping his face and he started following me.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Caught by Tyreek Hill. He's taken down, able to slip across.
We got a prune now. What? Okay, chill out. Damn.
First 18 yards that time. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Working from the gun. That's complete to Williams on the backfield. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And again, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Andrew Sunday swoops in for the sack.
But that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like the big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
He's a very, very difficult man.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go.
Come on, man. Nigga caught that bullshit.
Inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again to Williams, running right. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short game. Got abandoned the run totally because otherwise, pass rush is just too hard on the quarterback. It makes it go and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
It's here, complete. They will take it for a Chiefs touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry from Dalvin Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the ground, it's Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Nothing our score after one. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Cook running right. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. The 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph, 54 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it, took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers, or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. But he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On 1st down, Mahomes. second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes now to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be.